Good morning, and welcome to episode 239 of Getting Rich. I'm your host, Rich Checkan, president of Asset Strategies International, and today is Wednesday, August 27th, 2025. Israeli strikes in Gaza continue as Arab leaders prepare for a post-war Gaza without Hamas. Ukrainian drones continue striking Russian refineries, causing a 13% drop in Russian production. China has officials traveling to the U.S. for trade talks, a step in the right direction. Domestically, President Trump is looking to fire Fed Governor Lisa Cook, a Biden appointee, over mortgage fraud allegations. And new home sales came down in July to the lowest levels we've seen since 2010. All this is obviously having an impact on prices, and I'll cover those here in a second. But we continue to see in this environment more sellers than buyers among our clients. And I'm just wondering, out of curiosity, are you a buyer or are you a seller in this market of precious metals, and why? If you could, drop me a note, let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear what's motivating your buying or your selling tendencies right now. The prices, we haven't looked at them in 2 weeks, so let's take a look here now at the change in that time period. Not very much. Gold is up 0.3% to 3,377.20 an ounce. It was 3,366.60 2 weeks ago. Silver's up 0.6% to $38.26. It was $38.02 2 weeks ago. Platinum down 0.8% to 1,349 an ounce. It was 1,360 an ounce 2 weeks ago. And palladium, the biggest loser of the metals over the past 2 weeks, it's down 3.6% to $1,112 per ounce. It was $1,154 an ounce 2 weeks ago. With silver slightly outperforming gold, the number of ounces of silver it takes to buy an ounce of gold, that gold-silver ratio is down slightly to 88.27. It was 88.55 2 weeks ago. And the U.S. dollar showing a little bit of mild strength, but still well below that 100 figure on the U.S. dollar index. Trades today at 98.66. It was 97.71 2 weeks ago. So last week, Fed Chair Powell spoke at Jackson Hole for what is most likely his last address there. I read the transcript. He really gave no direction whatsoever as to whether the Fed would cut rates or not at the September meeting. Yet, everyone heard that he would cut rates, and the only question is it going to be a 25 or 50 basis point rate cut? To the tune where folks that bet on whether or not he will cut rates, it's about 80 or 90% people think it will happen in September, despite the fact that the figures, the inflation figures, don't suggest that he should. My thought, whatever. It really doesn't matter. You've heard this from me before. We have not stopped overspending. Congress has not reined in the budget. The president hasn't forced them to do so. The money supply, therefore, will increase over time. The dollar's purchasing power will become diluted, and gold and silver prices will go higher. There's no other way for this to play out. I suggest you follow the lead of central banks, of the Saudi Sovereign Wealth Fund, and of the Harvard Endowment Fund. All of them are buyers of gold and silver with a look to the future of higher prices for both those metals. My only question to you is, got gold? We're going to go ahead and be closed this coming Monday in celebration of the Labor Day holiday. We'll spend time with our families. I hope you do as well. We'll have normal hours on Friday. We'll close on Monday, and we'll be back with normal hours on Tuesday, September 2nd. As always, I'd like you to go ahead and subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. Follow us on social media. Take our twice weekly alerts and our once monthly information line newsletter. But in the end, Don't ever forget that getting rich starts with keeping what's yours.